What's good, YouTube? Back up here at the mountain creek. Didn't really feel like going up to the river and messing around with bluegill and whatnot, which it's likely that we could catch some bluegill and panfish, stuff like that up here. But like I said, got tired of messing around with them up at the river, so come up here with some of the mule fish and bluegrass bugs that I've had pretty much since they came out. Actually, I had them before they came out, but you know, this water's actually been pretty dang clear here in the last couple of days, which is rare because it's been raining a lot lately, and that's what I've been waiting on, is for this creek to get clear again so that I can try and target some smallmouth, spots, rock bass, stuff like that. So I've got every color that these are available in. More than likely not going to try and use every color that they're available in today because we don't have a ton of time to fish. It's like 7 o'clock, so let's get down here, see if we can catch a couple of fish. All right, like I said, we don't have it maybe an hour and a half tops, so we're not going to spend a ton of time at each of these spots. Just kind of stay back a little bit and see if there's anything swimming. I kind of looked from up at the top of the bank here, or when I got here, and didn't really see anything, but that's not saying that they're, you know, up against the bank on the other side. Ah, shoot. I figured that would happen. Did that come loose? It'd be awesome if it did. Yes. Saved me the trouble of having to re-rig it. So one thing that I do and don't like about these Ned heads, which aren't Ned heads by Mule Fishing, by the way, they're light enough wire that a lot of times you can just bend them out and bend them back in once you get it loose, if you're lucky enough. Now this bait, it doesn't look like much. It's more of a dead action style bait. You know, just throw it out there, just let it drift with the current, or just a real slow, steady retrieve across the bottom. But it does kind of imitate a crawl, kind of imitates a Hellgrammite. There's a lot of stuff that this thing kind of imitates. But right now in this spot here, there's a lot of rocks on the opposite side, well, really everywhere, but I'm just letting it get down to the bottom and just kind of keeping it up off of it just a little bit with a slow retrieve, keeping my rod tip a little bit high. Oh, got a nibble there, but I didn't realize there's a tree limb real close to my rod tip, and I didn't want to set the hook too hard and damage my rod. But this one's a little too expensive for that. Fish. What you is, what you is. Feels pretty good. What do we got? What we got? Ah, it's our buddy old pal, the Reginald. That is a dang nice one too. That is a dang nice rock bass right there. Definitely one of the bigger ones that I've caught out of this creek. I'm pretty sure this rock bass wanted that bluegrass bug by Mule Fishing. That's a dang nice rocky. All right. There we go. Got you out. Kind of hooked a little bit close to the eye, but I think it'll be all right. Let's get you back. Oh, I apologize for that. But we're not skunked. That's all that matters. I would like to catch a couple of more, so we're going to give this spot just a couple of more casts and then move on down, because the next spot I have caught more smallmouth at, and the last time I did, or last time I went there, it had some good ones in it. But generally, creeks like this, I almost never see rock bass in the central part of the creek. It's going to be right up on the bank. Like, I'm talking rubbing the bank, basically. That one was no different. Like, it was maybe 2 feet from this little overhanging branch over here. I just let it fall to the bottom. As soon as it got to the bottom, just really slow twitch. Not even twitch, just real slow reeling. Just enough to keep it off the bottom and out of snags, because anybody that's ever fished a Ned rig knows how snaggy these things are. Oh shoot, there's another one. Oh, that's the Amish. Yeah, we got a snag, and we got the Amish community up here. There we go. We got our bait undone. Dang, them dudes is flying down this trail. I hope them carriages has got some good suspension on them. Another one. Not nearly as big, but we shall take us. And I should have brought us some bug spray. Another pretty one. Tell you what, I guess you could say these are one of the subspecies of bass that aren't really targeted that much. I mean, they are, but not that much. They're one of my favorites. All right, well, I don't want to harass this spot too much. Like I said, we don't have a ton of time to fish, so we're going to pack up and head on to the next spot. Don't want to get too close to the bank. I'm going to cast from a little ways back, and there's some structure change in here. Oh, I seen that one come up and just nab it. Ah, well, that was a trout. He just came up out of nowhere and grabbed it, but he shook himself loose before I could get to him. Ah, that's why my bait's all cattywampus. If you've never used mule fishing baits, they're super durable baits. They're very buoyant, almost like another product that's, you know, very well known in the fishing world. But this is a 2-inch bait, super stretchy. Like, that's, well, about 4 or 5 inches there after stretching it out, so you ain't got to worry about replacing baits every other fish. Oh, darn it, something nipped at it. There's a couple more bites, and I just saw some good smallmouth or something right in front of me. See if they can see it and want it. Looks like they were kind of fanning, which don't make sense because I think the bass spawn's already over with. Well, that one didn't pull loose. we've been fishing this spot a little bit longer than I should have, so I'm gonna go back up here, retie to another color and jig, and we're gonna move on down the creek. All right, the first color there that we were using is the ranch hand color. The second one that we put on here is one that kind of mimics the orange swirl color that John uses a lot in the Yum Dingers, and it is called the wildflower color. We're going to stick to it because even in this clear water, I think seeing little oddball colors like that for these smallmouth, rock bass, stuff like that, it's just going to stand out a lot better for them, and they're going to be like, hey, that just looks odd, let's kill it. So we're going to move on down, see if we can catch another one. That was a nice change of pace coming up here to the mountains and fishing this creek up here, because the air definitely smells a lot better than it does out down by the river. Forest air, water, and all that just has a much better aroma. Also, I hope this battery doesn't go dead when we're back here, because I didn't grab another one when I got out of the vehicle. And this looks juicy. And I see that tree that used to be straight across is no longer in the way. Crap. Well, to add insult to injury, I watched that one slide into a snag and watched it break off. And since this spot ain't really doing me like it usually does, which is pretty good, we're gonna move on down. Alright, it's like 8:30, a little bit later than I thought it was, so this is going to be the last spot that we stop at. I don't see anything swimming around, but that don't mean that there ain't something in here. Fish. I was honestly kind of worried that I was into a snag, but it ain't. I mean, technically, I'm into a snag, but it's a different kind of snag. The fishy kind. Man, that is a pretty rock bass. It's got a gut on it. Let's get you back. Now, the thing with this spot is you used to be able to get farther down to the water, but the bank has washed away considerably. And I don't really feel like getting soaked, so we're not going any farther than this. Oh, okay. I had a feeling that there would be one right up under that log over there. It's just getting another cast over there to it. Felt kind of small though, but hey, we'll take whatever. Well, we got a couple of nibbles. I think what I'm going to do is walk up the road just a short hair and see about that. Well, apparently nothing down here by the shoals. So let's just go down here to the bridge, because that's about all the time we got left. Well, I guess that's going to be the end of it. Well, it sucks that we only caught 3 fish, but hey, we didn't get skunked. That's all that matters. And I just really wanted to also just come up here and see what this creek looked like. I've been up here in several weeks. And this creek fluctuates heavily. Like at one good rainfall, it washes pretty much everything, you know, fish-wise down, and it's just an influx of whatever else. But it is what it is. It's a very, very unpredictable creek as far as the bite goes. There's been times I'll come up here and can't get away from smallmouth and rock bass, and then cases like today and one other one during the winter where 3 fish were all that was caught. And the one winter trip was just 3 trout, and that was it. But anyway, if you want to get some of these mule fishing bluegrass bugs, which are a collaboration between mule fishing and creek fishing adventures, you can check out the mule fishing affiliate link in the video description, or you can check out the Discount Tackle affiliate link in the video description. Discount Tackle also sells mule fishing gear. So the rod that we were using, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's a 6'9" medium light Shimano Zodius with a Shimano Vanford 2000C on here with some 10-pound braid and I believe a 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Any really light, Ned rig style rod and reel kind of setup would work fine with these bluegrass bugs. This rod is actually a little bit heavy for that, unless you decide to go with like a Magnum Ned or something like that. But your light power, medium lights, plenty enough for a Ned rig style bait. So if you want to use them, pull out your favorite Ned rig rod, go out and catch you some fish. Hope you like this really short video. We'll see you in the next one.